Hello, am I audible? Hi, good evening, guys. I hope I'm audible. Am I? Kindly confirm. Okay, it would be a small class, by the way. I can say a 30-minute class where I'll be discussing the basics of um your dice as well as the data sufficiency. Those who could not complete this topic in classes can complete it from here. Cubes I have already covered in every class as far as I know. So that's why I'll not be focusing on cubes. I'll be focusing only on the second part of it, which is dice only. Huh? Is my screen visible to you guys? Okay, let's start with cubes first. Let's start with cubes. Now there are two kinds of question which are generally asked in cubes. First is based on sorry, not cube. It was a dice. First is based on open dice and second will be based on different pictures of a same dice. Let me clarify you. Only two main types are there, open dice and second will be different pictures of a same dice. So let's start with the open dice first. What is open dice? Open dice means it is not yet folded. All the 6 faces are in front of you. Getting my point? So let's see some examples of open dice. See here. These are the pictures of open dice. Let's consider this one first. I number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting my point? So what happens in open dice? They generally give you a picture of an open dice and will ask you which number will be opposite to which number or which number will be adjacent to which number. That's the basic question asked in this. Getting my point? So now let's solve this question. What happens? They want you to imagine when you fold it, which number will be opposite or which number will be adjacent to each other. First thing is, if number is opposite, that can't be adjacent. Getting my point? If a number is opposite, that can't be adjacent. If number is adjacent, that cannot be opposite. Remember it as a rule. For an example, if in a dice 4 is opposite to 6, so they can never be adjacent to each other. Getting my point? Only one of the thing will be true, either adjacent or opposite. Now let's come to this figure first, the first figure. So what happens is, these are adjacent, isn't it? So what the adjacent rule says, if adjacent are there, they cannot be opposite, isn't it? So 1 cannot be opposite to 4 here. Likewise, 4 cannot be opposite to 2. But generally, the way to solve these kind of questions is, the alternate pairs remains opposite to each other when we fold the dice. Remember it? The alternate pair remains opposite to each other when we fold the dice. So what happens? Alternate to this 1 will be 3. So alternate to 1 will be 3. And alternate to this 4 will be which number? 5. And alternate to 2 will be which number? That is 6. It means in this dice, 1 will be opposite to 3. And 4 will be opposite to 5 and 2 will be opposite to 6. That's how we solve the questions of dice, of open dice. Getting your point? Now let's take another example. Let's say I number it 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. Now in this we will check which number will be opposite to which number or which number will be adjacent to which number. So the best way is for opposite pair, always look for alternate pairs. So which number is alternate to 1? Alternate to 1 here is 2. Alternate to 1 here is 2. So 1 will be opposite to 2 in this. Getting my point? Now the second alternate pair in this figure is 4 to 6. So the second alternate pair is 4 and 6. Getting my point? And the last number of pair which has been left, that will be automatically opposite to each other. So 3 will be opposite to 5. Getting my point? So here 1 will be opposite to 2, 4 will be opposite to 6 and 3 will be opposite to 5. Just remember the alternate rule. This figure is wrong. Why? Because here are only 5 pieces in this. Let's come to this. Let's number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now see here what happens here. Alternate pair again, so 2 will be opposite to 4, 3 will be opposite to 5 and whatever left, that will be opposite to each other. So here 2 will be opposite to 4, 3 will be opposite to 5 and 6 will be opposite to 1. Getting my point? Karthik, let me finish it. I'll cover that also. Don't worry. It's a 10-minute topic only. Painted cubes. Now let's come to this figure. Let's number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it fine? Now let's see which number will be opposite to each other. So 2 will be opposite to 5, 3 will be opposite to 6, and whatever left, that will be opposite to each other. So from here 2 will be opposite to 5, 6 will be opposite to 3, and 4 will be opposite to 1. That's how we find out the pairs which are opposite when we fold or open the dice. So that's the basic question asked in this. Getting my point? So nothing, just remember the alternate rule. You will get answer for everything in this. And remember that rule also, if number is opposite, that can't be adjacent. If number is adjacent, that can't be opposite. Okay, let's come to second part of it. There are two kinds of questions asked in dice. First is based on open dice, when they ask you opposite and adjacent pair based questions. So that's what I have cleared. We'll practice some questions on it, don't worry. Let's come to the second conceptual part of this, which is when different pictures of a same dice is given to you. Now see here, I'm making a dice. What we know, when we fold a dice, the dice, when we take a picture of a dice at a time, only maximum 3 pairs will be visible to us. Maximum 3 pairs will be visible to us. So what we in these kind of question, they take a dice. Let's say this is a dice, and they will give you different pictures of this dice. They will give you different pictures of the same dice, and you have to find out which number is adjacent to which, or which number is opposite to which. Now I am making two pictures of a dice. Let's say this. First 1, 2 and 3, and another picture of the same dice is like this. This is done. This is type 1 in this. Type 1. Remember it, these are not the different dices. These are the different pictures of the same dice. Different pictures of the same dice. Different pictures of the same dice. Now what happens? They will ask you which number will be opposite to which number. Now first type 1 is, observe these two images. If you observe these two images, what you are observing? You are observing that 2 is common to both, isn't it? So when 2 is common to both, and the other two numbers are different in both the cases. So now here, this is category 1 of questions. This is category 1 of questions. So here, to write opposite pairs, start from common number. From common number, and write all the numbers in clockwise direction. Getting my point? Now let's see here. So the common number here in both the cases is 2. Here also it is 2. Done. So now what I have written, I'll start from a common number and will write everything in the clockwise direction. So starting from 2, in the clockwise direction, I have to write all the numbers. So I'll write 2, 3 and 1. Getting your point? 2, 3 and 1. Now in the second case, I'll start again from 2 and will write everything in the clockwise direction. So it will be 2, 6 and 5. Getting my point? So now what it tells you? It tells you that 1 will be opposite to 5 in this, 3 will be opposite to 6 in this, and 2, 2. that means that whatever left, that will be opposite to 2. Whatever left, that will be opposite to 2. So which number is left? 1 has been covered, 3 has been covered, only 4 is left. So that 4 will be opposite to 4. So 2. So 2 will be opposite to 4. Just remember it. It can work when you have two figures of a same dice. When you take two figures of a same dice and one number is common, you can apply this method to solve the questions. I hope you got type 1 in this. Okay, let's come to type 2 in this. Erasing it, huh? I'm erasing it. You can, if you want to repeat the video, you can repeat it after the live ends. Let's take type 2 in this. So now in type 2, in type 1, one number was common. In type 2, two numbers will be common. For an example, I am making an image like this. 1, 2, 3, and here also it is 2, 1, 5. Getting my point? So now if only two images of a same dice is given to you and two of the numbers are same in both the pictures, so what it means? It actually means that whatever is different in both the pictures, that will be opposite to each other. So for an example, 2 and 1 is also there in both the cases. So 1 will, what you will do? Just ignore these two common numbers and whatever left, 3 left here and 5 left. So 3 will be opposite to 5 in this. This is type 2 when two numbers will be common in two pictures. If you take any two pictures. Getting your point? When one number will be common, you will be writing all the things in clockwise direction starting from that common number. But if two numbers are common, you will just cancel out the common numbers and whatever left, that will be opposite to each other. Just remember it, huh? So now in this, 3 became opposite to 5. Now if only you have only two images, you can tell only this one, this pair of opposite numbers. No, you cannot be sure about the rest two pairs. Why? See here. What we know that here 3 is opposite to 5. Isn't it? 3 is opposite to 5. That's we have calculated. Now in this figure, if you observe 1, 3 and 2 was there. So it means these are adjacent pair. Then only these are visible to us. So I don't know which number is opposite to 1 and which number is opposite to 2. So which two numbers are left for us? 4 and 6. When we are not sure, we'll write like this. So 4 or 6, and likewise here 4 or 6. It means we can be sure about this pair, but we cannot be sure about this pair because we have only two figures. If they will give you three figures, then you might calculate it. We might calculate it if we have three images. So now we have only two methods to solve the questions when this 3D kind of figure of a dice is given. First is based on one common letter and says one letter or a number, and second is based on two common letters or a number. And the last thing in this is, remember sometimes this phrase is used, standardize. Standardize. So you have to know that what is a standardize. Standardize is nothing but opposite pair has sum of 7. Opposite pair sum of 7. It means 6 will be opposite to 1 in this, 5 will be opposite to 2, likewise 4 will be opposite to 3. This is the data for standardize. Just remember, opposite pair will give you sum of 7 in this. 6 is opposite to 1, 5 opposite to 2, and 4 opposite to 3, because every pair is giving you 7. That's why it is called a standard dice. So the dice which you use in your Ludo, actually, that's a standard dice. So when something like a standard dice is mentioned, just remember it. In this, something like these pairs would be there. Okay, let's do now some questions based on dice. Then Karthik requested that painted cubes questions must be covered, so we'll cover that part also, don't worry about that. First of all, let's practice some questions based on dice only. Then we'll be covering part of cubes, which Karthik is requesting. Okay. So now let's start with some questions of cubes. I think this is Karthik talking about. We'll be covering this, don't worry, huh? Okay, let's come to cubes. Now let's assume this is your first question. Tell me which number will be opposite to 5. Answer it fast. Which number will be opposite to 5 in this? Karthik is saying it is 1. Yeah. So the rule I have told you to solve this kind of question, look for alternate pair always. So alternate to 1 is 5 in this, and alternate to 3 is 6. So 1 will be opposite to 5, 3 will be opposite to 6, and whatever left, 2 will be opposite to 4. And remember this rule also, if something is opposite, it can't be adjacent. Huh? If something is adjacent in this, they can't be opposite. Getting my point? So now, it's a simple question by the way. So opposite of 5 will be 1. See here, same thing can be asked in another manner also. See here, which of the, erasing everything in this, then I'll ask you a question. Which number will which of the following number can't be adjacent to 4? First option is 1, second is 5, third is 2, fourth is 6. Answer it fast. It's a simple question. Same thing I have asked you by reversing it, isn't it? Can't be adjacent meant it will be opposite. Simple. It can't be adjacent meant it will be opposite. They are directly asking number opposite to 4. So 1 opposite to 5, 3 opposite to 6, 2 opposite to 4. So answer will be option 3 in this. So they might ask you question with a different language also. So your concepts must be clear. If opposite, no adjacent. If adjacent, no opposite. Now let's jump to another question. Let's solve it further. Okay. Tell me opposite to 6 in this. Answer it fast, huh? Okay, nice. Karthik is saying 1. Yeah, it's a simple question. I don't find that any kind of issue in these kind of questions when open dice is given to you and they ask you about opposite pairs, isn't it? So it is the last question I'm doing on this. So 2 will be opposite to 4, 3 will be opposite to 5, and 1 will be opposite to 6. So answer to this question will be 1. Simple. Now let's jump to some more questions in this. See here this also. It's a little more different type of question in this. So in this, what will happen? Alternate pair also here works. So 1 will be opposite to 5, 1 will be opposite to 5, 2 will be opposite to 4 in this. And now, which number is left? 3 is left. And now these are 4 pieces, isn't it? And when these 4 pieces will be combined, this will make a face like this. And this face will be directly opposite to 3 because only the number opposite left to 3 is there. Okay, let's jump to some questions on this. Answer this question, please. Let me remind you a rule. If numbers will be opposite, they can't be adjacent. If number is adjacent, they can't be opposite. And when I give you pictures like this, they are never, the faces shown in this are always adjacent to each other. These all are 1, 2, 3. These are adjacent. 1, 2, 3 adjacent. 1, 2, 3 adjacent. 2, 3 adjacent. Opposite pair will not be visible both at once in any kind of image. Okay, let's solve this question. Now see here. What we know as a rule as alternate pairs in this. So what we know that this will be opposite to this when we fold it. This will be opposite to this when we fold it. And this will be opposite to this when we fold it. So now I'm writing which opposite pairs would be there. First opposite pair would be when it is like this. Black is facing this. Done. Now second pair is this and this. So blank will be facing this. And the third pair would be blank is facing blank. Blank is facing blank. First pair. Second pair and third pair of opposite numbers. What we know that these are opposite. So what it means? That they can't be adjacent, isn't it? If they can't be adjacent, they would not be visible in any of the 3D image together. Only one of them will be visible to you. Get your point? Let's suppose it. Let's observe the each image now. Let's come to first. In the first, if you observe, this is visible to you and this is also visible to you. Tell me, is it possible? Both the opposite pairs are visible to you in first image. Is it possible? No, it can't be possible because opposite pairs will never be visible in a single picture. So that's why first option is gone from the picture. It means this cannot be a 3D figure of this open dice. Now let's come to option 2. In option 2, they have taken one of them as from here and one from here and one from that blank can be, we can consider this, but we will consider this also because blanks are 3 na? So it means they have not taken any of the opposite pair in this image. This is a possible diagram. This can be a diagram. It means it can be a diagram. Get your point? Now let's come to third one. In third one, if you observe this and this, these are opposite pairs and both are there. So that's why this is also gone from the picture. Opposite pairs can't be there together. Now let's come to fourth one, the last one. In the last one, they have taken a blank. Let's say we are assuming that they have taken a blank from here. Getting? And they have taken this picture also. So this is also taken and another blank is there. Now if I assume that another blank is from here or here, in both the cases, if I'll take this, so opposite pairs will be visible. If I take this, so there also the opposite pairs will be visible to in a 3D figure. So the opposite pairs is adjacent here in this diagram. So that's why this diagram is also not possible, isn't it? So the only possible diagram of this is option C, second only. I hope you got it. I don't think that anyone would find any kind of problem in this open dice problems. Let's jump to another one. Tell me answer for this. Okay, so in this, what will happen? This will be opposite to this. This will be opposite to this. And this will be opposite to blank. So I'm writing here, blank will be opposite to this boxy part. Done. And this will be opposite to blank, another blank. And this circular will be opposite to another blank. These are the opposite pair in this. Getting our point? Now we have to analyze which of these images is possible out of this. If you observe first image, they have taken one from here, second from here, and third from here. It means in first figure they have not taken any of the opposite pair. So this image is really possible, isn't it? Because that is not violating our opposite pairs rules and making them adjacent. Now let's come to second image in this. So if you observe second image in this, they have taken this, isn't it? They have taken circular also, isn't it? And the blank I am assuming they have taken from here, isn't it? So this is also a possible image because they are not taking any of the opposite pair in this also. Now let's come to third part in this. Let's observe image 3. In image 3 they have taken this, they have taken this, and they have the one blank is left. I have taken one of the faces from these category. Let's assume that I have taken the blank from the last category. So this is also possible, isn't it? Now let's come to the last one. So in the last one, this is given, this is also given second, and this is also given. So in the last one also they are not violating any kind of rule, isn't it? So it means all the 4 diagrams are possible, really possible. So answer for this question will be 1, 2, and 4. What about 3? They have given option B as an answer for this. Option B. Option B is 1, 2, and 4 only. What about 3? 3 is not possible. Check it once. 3. It is from here. It is from here. Yeah. It is possible. I think it must be corrected and it would be written as 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. All 4 are possible in this. Okay, let's jump to next question. We have done enough type of question in this. Now let's jump to another type in this. All these are just imagining things, nothing more than this. Now let's come to second type of question. See here. 2 rules we have studied for these kind of questions. First is 1 common in between 2 pictures and 2 common. When 1 will be common, we will write everything starting from the common number in clockwise direction. When 2 is common, just cancel the common terms and whatever is left, that will be opposite to each other. Just remember this rule and we'll apply the rules here. Now observe first and this diagram. This is 2, this is 1, this is 5, this is 1, 4, and 5. So in these 2 diagrams, if you observe, how many numbers are common? There are 2 numbers common, 1 and 5 in both. So when 2 numbers are common, just ignore them. So whatever left, that will be opposite to each other. So 2 will be opposite to 4 in this. So answer for this question will be option A. Now let's jump to another one. Kindly answer this question, please. I'm waiting for your answers. Question number 7, please answer it fast. Faisal is saying option C is the answer. Okay. So you know two rules to solve these kind of questions. First is, if one letter is common, write everything in the clockwise direction. If that works, even if three images are given to you, you have to pick only two to solve the questions. Even they give you more than 3, 4, 5 images, then also you will pick only two images to answer the question. Let's do question with first and second image. This is 4, this is 2, this is 6, this is 1, 6 and 5. Getting my point? And this is 3, 5 and 4. Now observe these two images. The common element in this is only 6. Only 6. Only 6. It means only one letter is common. One letter is common. So when one letter is common, what we'll do? Okay, Faisal. Got it. Okay, one letter is common. It means start from the common number and write everything in the clockwise direction. So in this, I'll write everything in the clockwise direction. So it will be 6, 2 and 4. And in the second one, it will be 6, 5 and 1. Isn't it? So 4 will be opposite to 1, 2 will be opposite to 5, and whatever left, that will be opposite to 6. The left is 3. So here 6 is opposite to 3, 2 is opposite to 5 and 4 is opposite to 1. See here, your opposite pair remains same if you pick any of the two pairs. If you do the question with first and third, you can do the question with second and third, you can do the question with first and second also. Answer will remain same in every case. They were asking you how many dots lies opposite to 2 dots. So opposite to 2 dots, your answer would be option C, 5 dots. Okay, let's jump to next one. Okay, I'm giving you 30 seconds, just answer it fast. Answer question number 8, please. Okay. Okay, everyone is saying option A. Let's verify it. Pick any two images. If you observe these two images, how many numbers are common between them? In these two, is there anything common? 6 is common in first and second image, and 1, 4, 5, 3 different. So you can solve this question using two images only. So 6, 4 and 1 clockwise, and 6, 3 and 5 clockwise. So 1 will be opposite to 5, 4 will be opposite to 3, and whatever left, that will be opposite to 6. So the left number is, I think, 2. And they were asking you number opposite to 2. So a number opposite to 2 will be option in this. Okay, I'm taking some questions from your book also. Just answer them. Okay, so I'm writing a question. A dice is numbered 1 to 6 in different ways. If 1 opposite to 5 and 2 is opposite to 3, then first option is 4 is adjacent to 3 and 6. Second is 2 is adjacent to 4 and 6. And third is 4 is adjacent to 5 and 6. Fourth one is 6 is adjacent to 3 and 4. Just answer it. It's an interesting question. If your concepts and the foundation is strong, you can solve any question in this. Just try to answer it fast. Anyone else? Okay. Option B. Someone is saying option B. We'll check which option it is. Option B. They are saying Karthik is also saying option B. Okay, so let's solve this question. Okay, Faisal is also saying option B. All right. So now what is given in the question is 1 is opposite to 2. Sorry, 1 is opposite to 5 and 2 is opposite to 3. So whatever left, that will be 4 and 6. That will be opposite to each other. That's the data given in the question. Now, when we know this, we know that if something is opposite, that can't be adjacent. And if something is adjacent, they can't be opposite. So if 1 and 5 is opposite, it means 1 and 5 cannot be adjacent to each other. If 2 and 3 is opposite, 2 and 3 cannot be adjacent to each other. Isn't it? And 4 and 6 cannot be adjacent to each other. Now, let's observe every option now. First option says 4 is adjacent to 3 and 6. Tell me one thing. One number can be adjacent to 2. How it is possible? How it is possible? When number is in the middle, isn't it? So it means 4 is adjacent to 3 and 6. Is it possible? Tell me, first option. 4 is adjacent to 3 and 6. It means 4 is in the middle of 3 and 6. Indirectly, there can be multiple interpretation to this, but it is directly saying it is like this. 4, 3 and 6 or 4, 6 and 3 like this. So in both the cases, 4 and 6 are becoming adjacent to each other. But as per the data given, the 4 and 6 must be opposite to each other. So that's why option 1 is gone from the picture. It is not really possible. Let's come to second option. 2 is adjacent to 4 and 6. Okay, let's try to make it. 2 is adjacent to 4 and 6 like this, 2 is adjacent to 4 and 6 like this. So in this 4 and 6 remains are, it means when we make a possible diagram, so 4 and 6 will not be opposite in, sorry, will not be adjacent in this. So this is a possible situation of this scenario. Let's come to third one. 4 is adjacent to 5 and 6. 4 is adjacent to 5 and 6. So what will happen? 4 is adjacent to 5 and 6. 4 is adjacent to 5 and 6. Is it possible? No. Why? Because in both the scenarios 6 and 4 will become adjacent to each other, and 6 and 4 are opposite to each other. So that's why option C is also gone from the picture. Now let's come to fourth option. Fourth option is 6 is adjacent to 3 and 4. 6 is adjacent to 3 and 4. Is it possible? Okay, let's write it. 6 is adjacent to 3 and 4. 6 is adjacent to 3 and 4. Now in both the cases 6 and 4 are becoming, in both the cases 6 and 4 are becoming what? 6 and 4 are becoming adjacent. And what we know that they are not adjacent, they are opposite to each other as per the given data, isn't it? So that's why option 4 is also gone from the picture. So the only option possible is only second option is there. That will be your answer, B or 2, whatever you say it. Okay, I am taking another example in this. Try to answer it, huh? Erasing everything in this. Answer it. So figure opposite to dot. Just tell me answer without options. See, whether they give you number or figures, your concepts remain same. How you solve these questions? Either using one common element or two common element. Answer will be typed like triangle, ऐसे करके type करना, triangle, square, dot, arrow, circle. Okay, so in this, take any two diagrams and observe the things in this. Let's assume I am taking these two. Done. So in these two, only one common element is there, like this arrow. Sorry, this triangle. So when one common element is there, the way is write everything in the clockwise direction. So if I start in the figure 1, so it will be like this: dot and circle. Done. Triangle, dot and circle. So in this also it will be triangle, cross and that square. Done. Now what we know, this will be opposite to this, and opposite to dot will be x. X means this diagram. So option will be like cross also. So that will be your answer. Okay, so in dice, these were the major types. Karthik, do you want that painting of cubes also? Tell me. Answer it fast. Okay, listen just for 5 minutes. You'll get everything after this. Listen me for 5 minutes. We'll solve every question on this. Now what happens? They will give you a question like this: that you have a cube, and you applied nine cuts, and after that you painted also. So they will ask you how many. Let's say I'm making a cube first of all, like this. Let's say this is your cube. One, two, three, four. Done. So it is basically 4 into 4 into 4. So there will be how many cubes? 64 cubes. First of all, how we got that? They will give you 9 cuts. We apply how many maximum cubes we can get. So I'll distribute the cuts in all the 3 dimensions. 3 cuts, 3 cuts, 3 cuts. If you apply 3 cuts, you get 4 pieces. 4 pieces and 4 pieces. Since the cuts are in different dimensions, so they will multiply themselves. So they will give you 64 pieces overall in cubes. Now the same, if they give you 16 cuts, you apply 16 cuts, you apply, sorry, instead of 16, 15 cuts you apply. So distribute cuts in 3 dimensions. So 5 cuts, 5 cuts, 5 cuts. Done. So 6 pieces, 6 pieces, 6 pieces. It means total 216 cubes you will get. This is the first question they ask on this. If they give you, I applied 21 cuts. So just divide it by 3. Remember it. Just divide it by 3. So we will left with 7. So 7 cuts, 7 cuts, 7 cuts. 1 extra piece. Whatever cut you apply. 7 cuts means 8 pieces. 7 cuts means 8 pieces. 7 cuts means 8 pieces. Total number of pieces you will get is 512. Karthik, tell me, you got this question or not? फैजल देखो, टाइम का कुछ मैं लेके नहीं चलता हूँ. जब क्लास चलती है तो फिर क्लास चलती है, फिर एजेंडा एंड होगा आज का. All right, I am erasing it. 4 Or in 5 type of question are asked in this basically. First question is that I just told you, 9 cuts. How many cubes you will get? So you will write 3 cuts, 3 cuts, 3 cuts. 3 cuts means 4 pieces, 4 pieces, 4 pieces. It means 64 cubes you have. That's the answer of first question. Now they will tell you that you have painted opposite faces with the same color. Opposite faces painted with same color. That means that if you are painting this with red, so opposite of this will also be red. If you are painting this with green, so opposite of this will also be green. Now if you are painting this part with blue, so opposite of this will also be blue. That's what they means. So first question after this pieces, they will ask you how many cubes with 3 side painted. Second question they might ask you is cubes with 2 side painted. Fourth question they ask you cubes with 1 side painted. Fifth question they might ask you is cubes with no side painted. Add only also with this, only 2 3 side painted, only 2 side painted, only 1 side painted, and no side painted. I am erasing and summarizing everything. So first question, 9 cuts, pieces we got is 64. Second question, 3 side painted. For this, now observe this face of the cube, this face of the cube. Now see here, and remember this data also. Number of corners in a cube is 8, number of edges in a cube is 12, number of faces in a cube is 6. Got it? Now observe this face of the cube now. See here, if you observe these cubes, I'm looking for 3 side painted only. Observe these cubes, these 4. Only one face of this cube is visible to us. So at max we can paint only one face of these cubes, isn't it? These are small cubes. 5 faces is inside the cube, this cube, 5 faces are not visible to us, only one face is visible to us. So that's why we can paint only one face of this, of these 4 cubes. It means these 4 cubes cannot be included in 3 side painted. These cannot be included in the category of 3 side painted. Done. Now observe these cubes. 1, 2, one face and second face of this, one face and second face of this. For these cubes we have only 2 faces visible to us, isn't it? So these can only be 2 side painted, these can't be 3 side painted. And these similar kind of cubes are here also, and here also, isn't it? So whatever I have marked till now, these cannot be three side painted, isn't it? So now see here, whatever left, observe this cube, observe this cube, observe this cube, observe this cube. This cube, three faces are visible to us, 1, 2 and third, 1, 2 and third also. Third also will be visible to us because we paint from the downward side also. Likewise here also it will be three faces visible to us, three faces visible to us. The number of faces visible to us, that is the number of faces we can paint. Just remember it, huh? So now how many cubes are there? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Tell me where this three side painted cubes are lying. These are only on the corners, only on the corners. And how many corners are there in a cube? That is 8. So whenever they ask you three side painted, it is nothing but number of corners in a cube. So number of corners in a cube is 8. So answer for this question will remain 8 irrespective of the data given. अब देखो क्वेश्चन कुछ भी आए एग्जाम में, चाहे वो 9 कट्स 15 कट्स कुछ भी लगाए, तो थ्री साइड पेंटेड का आंसर हमेशा 8 होगा. इस आंसर को ही याद कर लो आप लोग. Tell me you got this three side painted concept or not? कार्तिक जो आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा है, इट इज लाइक दिस. आई एम मेकिंग अ क्यूब लाइक दिस. हाँ, 3D फिगर. ठीक है, 64 पीसेज है, मतलब 4 4 की मैट्रिक्स चल रही है, 4 into 4 into 4. सो लेट्स से 4 आर लाइक दिस, 4 आर लाइक दिस. Done. A cube is painted with a red. Okay, I'm opening the textbook also. 15D, 6th question. The cube is painted with red on two adjacent faces and one on one opposite face. Okay, मैं क्वेश्चन खोल लिया मैंने. A cube is painted red on two adjacent faces and one on one opposite face, yellow on two opposite face and green on the remaining face. So as per that question, इसको मान लो येलो है. ठीक है, तो इसके डाउन वाला भी येलो होगा, अपोजिट फेसेस येलो हैं. ठीक है, एंड वो कह रहा है टू एडजेसेंट रेड. मान लो इसको मैंने रेड कर दिया, तो ये भी रेड हो गया. और एक बोला है कि एक अपोजिट भी रेड है, तो या तो इसके अपोजिट वाला रेड ले लो या इसके अपोजिट वाला रेड ले लो। चलो इसके अपोजिट वाला रेड लेते हैं जो यहाँ पे हिडन है, ठीक है, तो वो रेड हो गया। डन। अब देखो कितने में रेड है, इस वाले फेस पे रेड है जो हिडन है, इस पे रेड है, इस पे रेड है, तो आपको बताना है हाउ मैनी रेड, हाउ मैनी क्यूब्स हैव वन रेड कलर्ड फेस ओनली। ओनली वन रेड कलर्ड फेस, हाँ। ये यहाँ पे येलो है, और क्या बचा, कौन सा फेस बचा, इधर वाला, ये हो गया ग्रीन, ठीक है। हाँ देखो ऑब्जर्व करो इसको, मैं थोड़ा क्लीन कर देता हूँ तब आपको ये देखो। ये जो क्वेश्चन मैं डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ इट इज़ 14B एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 इन दिस, हाँ, फॉर ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स। जस्ट ओपन योर बुक and come to cubes and dice. It is sixth question of 14B. Erasing everything from the screen, huh? ना देखो अब मैं क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंग इसमें सब कुछ फिल करूंगा। देखो क्वेश्चन बोलता है अ क्यूब इज पेंटेड रेड ऑन टू एडजेसेंट फेसेस। देखो अब इसमें फेसेस कितने हैं, मान लो इसको मैंने रेड कर दिया, ये बोल रहा है अगर ये रेड है तो इसका एडजेसेंट कोई भी ले लो, चाहे इसको रेड कर लो चाहे इसको रेड कर लो, एडजेसेंट फेस कोई भी रेड होगा। ओके लेट्स टेक दिस इज ऑल्सो रेड and one opposite face is also red, so either opposite of this hidden behind this or opposite of this hidden behind this is, let's say, red. Now it is also given that two on opposite faces is yellow, so now three red we have taken, so let's say this is yellow, so yellow will be down also. Done. अब कौन सा फेस बचा behind this red, दैट इज लेट्स से, ये सिनेरियो दिया है क्वेश्चन में, ठीक है। नाउ दे आर आस्किंग 64 क्यूब्स आर देयर, हाउ मेनी क्यूब्स हैव ओनली वन रेड फेस, ओनली वन रेड फेस, ठीक है। अब देखो हम हर एक रेड फेस को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, हम हर एक रेड फेस को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, सिर्फ वन चाहिए, टू रेड भी नहीं चलेगा, थ्री रेड भी नहीं चलेगा, गेटिंग अ पॉइंट। नाउ ऑब्जर्व दिस फेस, हाँ, ऑब्जर्व दिस फेस फर्स्ट, ऑब्जर्व दिस फेस, दिस इज रेड, हाँ। अब देखो अगर मैं इसकी बात करूं, इसकी बात करूं, इसकी बात करूं और इसकी बात करूं, इन कॉर्नर्स को बताओ मेरे को। देखो इसका ये वाला फेस भी रेड होगा और इसका ये वाला फेस भी रेड होगा, यानी कि ये जो एजेस पे क्यूब हैं ये हमारे वन फेस में नहीं काउंट होंगे, बिकॉज इन सब में रेड है बोथ टू फेसेस पे और हमें सिर्फ वन फेस चाहिए। नाउ ऑब्जर्व दिस, इसमें क्या है, वन फेस इज रेड एंड वन इज येलो, इट मीन्स दिस कैन बी काउंटेड। इन दिस ऑल्सो वन फेस इज रेड, वन फेस इज येलो, इट मीन्स this can be counted, this can be counted. Now let's come to this. अब देखो इसमें ये वाला रेड है और ये वाला भी रेड है, टू फेस है, so this cannot be counted and that's why I'm putting dot here. Now observe this also, this has two red faces, that's why we will not count this. This is also two red faces, cannot be counted, and the last one also has two red faces, that cannot be counted. Now अब इन पे आओ, ये इनका एक ही फेस रेड है, yes they can be counted, they can be counted, and the last one, इनको गिनो 1 2 3। अब देखो इनका ये वाला फेस रेड है, इनका ये येलो है, यानी कि ये काउंट हो सकते हैं, ये काउंट हो सकता है, ये काउंट हो सकता है, तीन, ऐसे ही ये भी काउंट हो सकता है, ये भी काउंट हो सकता है, ये भी काउंट हो सकता है। तीन तीन ही हो गए। अब एक, दो और तीन ही हो गए। कितने हो गए ये? प्लस कितने हो गए? सॉरी, इंस्टेड ऑफ 9 दे आर 4 × 3, 12 ये हो गए। ठीक है, इस फेज पे। अब आते हैं इस वाले फेज पे। ठीक है, इस वाले फेज पे क्या होगा? जो सेम सिनेरियो यहाँ पे है वही इस पे होगा। तो यानी कि ये मतलब सिंपल काउंटिंग है ये, आपको मैनुअल काउंटिंग करनी पड़ेगी इस क्वेश्चन, इन टाइप के क्वेश्चंस में। इनमें डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला नहीं वर्क करेगा, थोड़ी इमेजिनेशन, थोड़ी काउंटिंग। इसका आंसर तो 8 12 दिया है, पर वो तो मुझे रॉन्ग लग रहा है। रेड कलर्ड फेस ओनली। चार थी बार। नहीं नहीं नहीं, वेट 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 वेट। अच्छा, इसका मतलब ये है सिर्फ वन फेस पेंटेड ओनली विद रेड, वन फेस पेंटेड ओनली विद रेड, मतलब कुछ और पेंट ही नहीं होना चाहिए। फिर तो ये आसान ही है क्वेश्चन, ऑब्जर्व करो इसे। It means in every face you have to look for only one face painted. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Same scenario here also, same scenario here also. There are 3 faces, so 3 × 4, your answer will be 12. Simple. Okay, let's cover some parts of data sufficiency also. थोड़ा सा मेथड आपको पता होना चाहिए आंसर करने का डेटा सफिशिएंसी में। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, डेटा सफिशिएंसी का मतलब आपको यू हैव टू चेक ओनली sufficiency of data check. It means this is not a topic, first of all, a specific topic. Whatever topic you have studied, questions can be framed in data sufficiency from those topics. It can be from profit and loss, it can be from any topic of reasoning, setting arrangement, comparison, ranking and all. So now the question format is, they might ask you a question and they will give you 2 statements. Can I raise it? Yes, I'm raising it. So when 2 statements is given, first statement and second statement, let's say first alone answers, but second alone answers. So the answer you will mark is only second alone is required to answer the question. Done. The third possibility is first alone answer, second alone also answers. So the answer you will mark is each can answer alone or either or. whatever the options will be there. देखो फोर्थ क्या हो सकता है? फर्स्ट alone can't answer, second alone can't answer. जब भी फर्स्ट alone second alone can't answer, you will check combination means combine both the statements. If combination answers and if combination not answers, if combination answers, sorry, okay, so if combination answers, so the option you will mark is both. If combination could not answer, so the option you will mark is both are not sufficient. Okay, so whatever I have written here, I am summarizing it. First and second statement. If first alone answers, second can't, it is answer is first alone. Second case is only second answer but first can't, so your answer would be second alone. Third case would be first and second both answers individually alone, so each or either, whatever is available in the option. And the fourth case can be first and second individually can't answer it. So when they individually alone can't answer it, you will check combination, combine both the statements. So two possibilities, they can answer, combination can't answer. So if they answers, your answer would be both are required to answer the question. If they can't answer, both are not sufficient to answer. Got it? So आपको क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व करना है? सबसे पहले फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट अलोन चेक करना है, फिर सेकंड स्टेटमेंट अलोन चेक करना है. बोथ को आप तभी चेक करोगे जब दोनों इंडिविजुअली आंसर नहीं दे रहे हैं. सिंपल. Check first alone, second alone. If both doesn't work, then only check the combination of these two. Okay, let's come to our question. Okay, this is your question. ये क्वेश्चन है, ये स्टेटमेंट्स हैं. अब देखो डेटा सफिशिएंसी में आपको प्रायर नॉलेज भी चाहिए टॉपिक का. इफ अ क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम परसेंटेज, यू द बेसिक्स ऑफ परसेंटेज मस्ट बी क्लियर टू यू. Now see here, question is asking you what percentage of the price of the candy bar was increased. So actually the question is asking you increase percent in the price. See here, if you know the basics of percentage, for increase percent, the formula is increase in absolute terms divided by old value multiply by 100. Getting my point? So if you have increase in terms of absolute value, older value, whatever the price was earlier, and multiplied by 100, you can get the increase percent. Now you have to check that which statement is giving you this. So first alone you will check. First alone is the price of the candy bar was increased by 5 cents. It is giving in absolute terms, but only the value given by this is of increase. We need older price also to answer this question. So first alone is not answering your question. This is the main point. Now second price of the candy bar after the increase was 45. So this 45 is the new price. Getting my point? But we need what? We need older value. So second alone is also not answering. So what we know, when both alone cannot answer, we check the combination of those. So first statement tells you increase and second tells you new value. So now you know The new price is 45 and it was increased by 5. You are checking combination of both. So from here you can get older value was 40 and increase is 5. It's a common sense only. So it means you got older value, you got increase percent, and the formula which says increase divide by older value multiply by 100, that will give you increase percent. Simple. So it means when you combine that statements, so you got the answer. When you combine them, you get the answer, isn't it? So the answer which will you mark for this question will be C from their options. You used both the statements, so this will be your answer for this question. Both statements are required, are sufficient to answer the question, and neither statement is alone sufficient to answer the question. Getting my point? That's how you should answer the question. Now remember it, if you get only one answer, it means your answer must be one unique answer must be there for a question. Then only you consider it, you can answer a question. Okay, let's jump to few questions. Okay, let's come to question number 2 directly. It's a good question. Question is asking you when the next bus is scheduled for Mumbai from Delhi. So to answer this question you need two things: gap between two buses and when the last bus went, or when the last bus went and after how much gap a bus goes from Delhi to Mumbai. You need two data. Let's come to first. It says every 30 minutes a bus is scheduled for Mumbai from Delhi. So actually this first statement is giving you gap information, that after every 30 minutes there is a bus from Delhi to Mumbai. Now if you read the second part of this statement, it says the return bus leaves Mumbai from Delhi every 45 minutes. This is not really necessary for us to answer this question, because they are giving you information from Delhi to Mumbai, but the question is asking you for Mumbai from Delhi to Mumbai. So only first part of this statement is required for us, and this is only giving you the information about gap. So first alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Getting my point? Now let's come to second point of this. It says it is 4:45 p.m. now and 15 minutes ago one bus has left. So can it tell me that for Mumbai as per the schedule? ठीक है, अब देखो 4:45 अभी है, 15 मिनट पहले एक बस गई है, तो इसका मतलब बस कितने बजे गई है? 4:30 पे. So we got the time of last bus. See here, first statement giving you gap information and second statement giving you the last bus went for Mumbai. See here, you need both to answer this question. So first alone can't answer this, second alone can't answer this. So when both alone can't answer it, you will check the combination, and you need two information, gap and last bus, and you are getting both when you combine them. So answer for this question will be both. So wherever the option will be like both, you will take that as a answer for this question. So the options I shown you just was, see here. So this will be answer for this question. This was the basics of data sufficiency, and it has very general type of question asked in this topic. So let's call it a day and practice hard. If you encounter with any kind of doubt, you can just connect to me on WhatsApp. All right. So thanks for giving me your time. If you can't be live on this slot, so you can watch it later also. That's why I take classes on YouTube, because it remains as a recording for other students also. All right. So let's end this stream. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.